The Open Mic Broadcast Network would like to take this time to recognize its sponsors and underwriters. Attorney Lee Van Richardson, Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, Prairie View Athletic Club, Temple of Refuge Ministries, Reflections Paint and Body Shop, Helping Hands Lawn Service, Diva Skin Conditioner, Purple Drip Daiquiri and Grill. For more information on how you can become an underwriter or a sponsor here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, our number to call is 832-213-8824. Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show. Today, we are going to be bringing you news that you could use, which is our daily endeavor. You can follow us on Twitter at The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The website, obnradio.com, and the 24-hour dial-in message line, 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we're going to jump right into today's episode. Although it's not Football Friday, it may as well be Football Friday because the news we have to share with you today, not only will it take care of today, Thursday, and yes, Football Friday. I don't even know where to begin. We know the latest and the greatest coming out of Southern by way of Norfolk is that Dawson Odom will be putting on his traveling shoes, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. Fresh off the press, Alabama A&M and Mississippi Valley football game has been canceled. Baseball-wise for Mississippi Valley and Alabama State has been postponed. So the world of Itabena is turned upside down right now, which now, from all indications, would point that Arkansas at Pine Bluff will be hosting the May 1st football game between the Golden Lions and the Bulldogs. We'll wait for the official announcement of that, but all signs are pointing toward that right now. Of course, the Prairie View Jackson State game has been canceled due to COVID, and I'm using the quotations, concerns coming out of Jackson State. It's obvious, and of course, it's an opinion, but we're all entitled to them. Everyone knows that this is part of the overall imagery of making things appear better than what they actually are. Jackson State's cancellation of the game will leave a somewhat impressive look, at least on paper, for Jackson State's first year under the leadership of Deion Sanders. Technically, on the field, Jackson State goes 3-3 under Deion Sanders in his first year leading the charge for the Tigers. Officially claiming the forfeit win over Alcorn, the record will go to 4-3. So on paper, someone 10 years down the road, they'll go like, wow, Coach Sanders went 4-3 his first season leading the charge for Jackson State, when in theory, we know what it is. But that's the way the game is played. It was just like the report that was let out earlier this week that we tweeted. Since Deion Sanders has come to Jackson State, it is equivalent, and the key word is equivalent, to Jackson State getting over $180 million in endorsements and advertisement. Let me make this real simple and plain. That is an estimated value. That does not mean actually $180 plus million exchanged from one hand to the other toward Jackson State. That is, for layman terms, simply bartering. And all you got to do is line up. If you don't want to play the game, get out of the game. And speaking of getting out of the game, there are going to be some coaching moves being made. Leading the charge, of course, is that of Dawson Odom. Odom will be making it official on his press conference scheduled later for today. The move from Southern University to Norfolk, Virginia. Now, depend on who you ask, this might look like a lateral move. But in the case of Coach Odom, I think it was more of a commitment toward him as a coach than the necessary dollars that would be headed in his direction for the head coaching position. According to sources, Odom will be heading to Norfolk, Virginia for a 6-year deal at $250,000 a year. The best offer that Southern University would be willing to bring to the table was 3 years at $240,000. So if you're looking at it, the current salary, according to research, had Odom at $210,000 a year. So someone said, man, he's making this move for only $40,000 or $10,000 difference. That's not necessarily the case. The fact is, Odom felt like, and I agree, that he deserved a longer deal. And he's got that longer deal now, moving back to the MEAC. He's from Carolina, so he's closer to home. He's in a conference that he is more than familiar with. And if the truth be told, he is now on a path of making it to the Celebration Bowl with the least amount of resistance, looking at the current state of MEAC. 6 teams in the MEAC, which means he has to go 5-0, 4-1, and maybe in some cases 3-2 to make it to the Celebration Bowl to take on the would-be challenger from the Southwestern Athletic Conference. So there are a lot of moving parts going on right now, and I will go on record for saying this. I have always been a Dawson Odom admirer, fan, supporter. I just think the man brought so much more to the table than just X's and O's on how he has taken bad situations and made them better, how he has molded young men into becoming young leaders, and just an exceptional man amongst men type of leader from my vantage point. He will be greatly missed from the Southwestern Athletic Conference. He is going to be a huge addition to the Norfolk football program and to the MEAC as a coach and leader, especially at such a time as this where the MEAC is obviously under some unique challenges. The next move now is, what will Southern do and how will they rebound? And you have to be very mindful of what you ask for and what you think is a better deal around the corner or down the street. Now is going to be a true test for Jag Nation to see exactly where the rubber meets the road. Yes, you were close, and yes, you had struggles against Alcorn, but when you look at the overall body of work that Dawson Odom has put in with his tenure at Southern University, this, no doubt in my mind, is the beginning of a long road back to recovery. We will definitely be keeping a monitor on how this thing unfolds. I promise you, we got one heck of an interview coming from Bethune-Cookman's head baseball coach, Johnny Hernandez. And all we have to do is kind of reset, if you would, with the news that broke out over the past 24 hours. But sit tight. The plan is to deliver that for you on our next episode. I am going to exit stage left for right now. My time is far spent. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you guys so much for joining in with us. Don't forget to visit the website at obnradio.com. Make your donation today, becoming a listening partner. It is truly needed and appreciated. I've got to go, but until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side. Reach more potential customers through our sports radio package by dialing 832-213-8824.